From the Four Seasons Hotel in Las Vegas, the Nevada Broadcasters Association presents the 27th Annual Hall of Fame Gala, celebrating the broadcasters and community leaders of Nevada. Tonight, we celebrate the individuals at the forefront of the broadcast industry and honor Nevadans responsible for their positive impact on the Silver State. Paul Gardner, George Knapp, Bob and Sandy Ellis, Chuck and Mary Brennan, and the 2023 Hall of Fame inductees. Presentation of scholars by Tony and Linda Bonnici. And now, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome President and CEO of the Nevada Broadcasters Association, Mitch Fox.
I wish I had a voice like that, right? Mitch. Anyway, welcome. Let's bring the house lights up a little bit. Look at you. You look like $1 million. First question I have to ask you. Are you glad to be back at the Four Seasons? Yeah, they do a fantastic job. Thank you, Stacy. Thank you to the whole Four Seasons team. Excellent food, classy evening. Let's give it up one more time for the Four Seasons for what they've done here. I also want to thank a number of other people that are here. First of all, Rich Jacobino and Three Sticks Productions for handling tonight's audio and video. There are a number of other people I want to thank as well. My amazing staff. Business manager, Lisa Hack. Member services, Jeanette Hill. And a guy who gives 110% to everything he does, plus a lot of sleepless nights. He's the mastermind behind this event tonight, Eric Bonnici. There's a number of other reasons why this association has been so successful, and I want to tell you why. It's because we have a great board of directors. If you are on the board of directors of the Nevada Broadcasters Association, please stand, and I'm going to introduce you individually. Please stand. Come on. Shake off that sirloin. Take that food out of your mouth. Stand up. And because we have some new board members, I just want you to wave. Wave when I announce your name. All right, here we go. Kurt Misha with KNPB TV in Reno. By the way, KNPB is celebrating its 40th anniversary. Andrew Perini with KTVN TV in Reno. John Fiorelli with KOLO TV in Reno. Michael Core with KVVU TV in Las Vegas. Craig Knight with KCEP FM in Las Vegas. Natalie Marsh with Lotus Radio in Las Vegas. Michael Kutchell with Beasley Broadcast Group in Las Vegas. Jeff Kiernan with KTNV TV in Las Vegas. Gina Masenzi with Odyssey Las Vegas. Mayor Mazer with Vegas PBS Las Vegas. And Jay Howell with KLAS TV Las Vegas, celebrating its 70th anniversary. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you. And we have a whole slew of elected officials and former elected officials, so I could have your attention as did I forget somebody? I did. I'm really in trouble on this one, actually. The chairwoman of the Nevada Broadcasters Association, Amie Chapman from KRNV TV in Reno. Boy, I'm never going to live that one down, that's for sure. All right, let's real quickly introduce our dignitaries here tonight. First of all, we have former Congressman Crescent Hardy. Please stand and be recognized. We have the lights up. Let's bring the lights up while we introduce these folks. There we go, thank you. Former Mayor Jan Jones Blackhurst. Stand and wave. North Las Vegas Mayor Pamela Goins-Brown. Henderson Councilman Jim Seebach. Henderson Mayor Michelle Romero. Judge Mark Stevens. State Senator Carrie Buck. Judge Susan Johnson. Judge Eric Johnson. Former Henderson Mayor Andy Hafen. Former Senator Richard Bryan. County Commissioner Jim Gibson. The Honorable Shelley Berkeley. Judge Gregory Gordon. And I'm very pleased to introduce Shar Stanberry from the National Association of Broadcasters right down here. Thank you, Shar, for joining us tonight. We also want to thank Congresswomen Dina Titus and Susie Lee, who were both here for the cocktail hour. Awesome, thank you so much. All right, now we can bring the lights down. All right, this is when you guys are going to pay total attention to what I'm saying, right? I've got your full attention. First of all, thank you for attending the Nevada Broadcasters Association 27th Annual Hall of Fame Gala. Thank you, thank you, thank you. As president of the Nevada Broadcasters Association, I'm humbled by the opportunity to represent all of you, a group of people who have dedicated their lives to informing, entertaining, and connecting our communities. The broadcast industry has a profound impact on the lives of Nevadans, and never forget that. And tonight, we recognize those who have left an indelible mark on our airwaves. Their contributions have not only molded the media landscape and our understanding of the world around us, whether you're a receptionist, a news anchor, an engineer, or an account executive, everything you do keeps our industry vibrant and relevant, and I'm excited to celebrate your accomplishments tonight. 2023 has been an amazing year for the Nevada Broadcasters Association, and we're thrilled to celebrate those accomplishments with you this evening. Throughout this year, the association carried on its work that we always do, defending, advocating, and promoting the great work of Nevada's radio and television stations. Let me give you some examples real briefly. In February, we traveled to Washington, D.C., and we're pleased to report that we had face-to-face meetings with every member of Nevada's congressional delegation. Because of our efforts and your efforts, Gigi Sohn withdrew her nomination to the Federal Communications Commission. In addition, we supported legislation that would force the tech titans to negotiate compensation for broadcasters when station content appears on the tech titans' websites. This is really good. We beat back an unreasonable increase in regulatory fees by the FCC. That means that while the FCC budget has gone up, your regulatory fees will go down. Now, come on, get excited about that. We also successfully fought attempts to tax our local radio stations just because they offer free, over-the-air music. And finally, we told the automobile manufacturers to stop taking AM radio out of their cars and trucks. And I'm pleased to report that every member, this is unprecedented, folks, every member, we thank Dina Titus and Susie Lee who were here tonight, but every member of Nevada's congressional delegation, both of our two senators and 4 members of our members in the House of Representatives, signed on as a co-sponsor, just not voted for the bill, but signed as a co-sponsor for the Save AM Radio Act. We're going to keep AM radio alive. It's going to be here for future generations because it's important. By the end of this year, we will have completed nearly 26 alternative inspections for our member stations. Unlike other state associations, we provide this service free of charge to all of our members. We continue our oversight of the Nevada Emergency Alert and Amber Alert systems, We're honored to be appointed by the governor to Nevada's Homeland Security Commission. We're proud to assist Nevada's nonprofits and government agencies by communicating valuable messages on Nevada's television and radio stations. And it's all been made possible because of your generous donation of airtime. Yes, please give your thank you. Thank you for doing that. During tonight's Hall of Fame Gala, the prestigious Pinnacle Award goes to a respected couple who demonstrates integrity, vision, hard work, and a community spirit. I'm pleased to announce that this year's recipients are Chuck and Mary Brennan of Dollar Loan Center. They deserve it. We are also honoring legendary investigative reporter George Knapp with the Lifetime Achievement Award. We actually had to bring him to this event kicking and screaming, and he is chained to his chair, so he can't escape, and you'll hear from him this evening, I promise. And for their tremendous philanthropy and generosity to underprivileged children throughout Nevada, we are honoring Bob and Sandy Ellis with the Community Achievement Award. You know, Winston Churchill once said, "We make a living by what we get, but we make a life by what we give." And there's no greater gift than the gift of education. Because you, our NCSAs, were able to donate 50% of our net income to the Tony and Linda Bonnici Scholarship Program. That program has been able to award 265 scholarships in 13 years. And you're going to hear from Tony. I neglected actually to introduce Tony as well. Tony's a treasured member of our board of directors, also on the executive committee, as also Larry Strumwasser with KSNV. So thank you guys for coming. Yeah, thank you, Larry. And finally, in this era of digital transformation, where information and misinformation spread rapidly, and technology empowers individuals like never before, the role of over-the-air broadcasters has never been more important. We have the power and the responsibility to foster dialogue, to bridge divides, and create a sense of community. We not only inform, but we inspire, we entertain, we uplift, and let us never forget the profound impact we have on the lives of those we reach. Thank you very much for coming. We appreciate your support. And now, I hope he's waiting in the wings somewhere. And now I'd like to recognize someone who has made an impact in his more than 40 years of broadcasting in the state of Nevada. Paul Gardner is a pioneering radio broadcaster in the Elko area and highly respected in the state, around the country, and in our nation's capital. Paul served on the NVBA Board of Directors for 18 years, on the NAB Radio Board, earning a nomination for a seat on the Federal Communications Commission. As he begins a well-deserved retirement, we're proud to recognize his enormous contribution to Nevada's broadcast industry. Ladies and gentlemen, Paul Gardner.
You know, Eric and Mitch, you throw a hell of a party. I think this is a great turnout tonight. Thank you guys all for coming. You got Mitch? Thank you. Somebody at my table just asked, what is the leadership award? And I said, I don't know. I think it's when you live longer than everyone else, and they just don't know what else to do with you, and they want to push you out the door. But it wasn't until I walked in here tonight, and I walked in right behind Senator Bryan and his wife, and I said, holy crap, I have been around here a long time. Senator Bryan, it was a pleasure to speak to you, and I remember introducing you several times at the Elko County Fair Parade when I was about 16 years old, and I had a microphone in my hand introducing everybody in the parade because no one else would do it. And they said, Paul, why don't you go? And I think that's where we first met, and it's a pleasure to see you here tonight, Senator Bryan. Years later, and I won't get into a bunch of stories here, but we were at Congresswoman Shelley Berkeley's house in Washington, D.C. Shelley, where are you? Over this way? Okay. Bob Fisher, I don't know how you did this, Bob, but you have a certain way about you. We took a couple of congresspeople out to dinner, and Bob said, next year we'll do it at your house. And Congresswoman Berkeley said, okay. And she did. She catered dinner for us at her house. And that was a wonderful, wonderful night. She came down the stairs in pink fuzzy slippers, and I will never forget that. Congressman, thank you for taking us into your home and treating us like people and not just constituents. And Bob Fisher, this is my last story. Bob Fisher, when he was very first hired with the Nevada Broadcasters Association, this is back in the 90s, he had a membership meeting in Reno to try and put the association back together again because we hadn't really done a lot in many years. And Bob was tasked to put the association back together. He asked then State Senator Mike McGinnis if he would serve on the board of directors because he had the radio station in Fallon. And Mike said, well, I don't think that I can do that. It might be a conflict of interest since I am a state senator, but Paul Gardner's right here. Why don't you get him? And that led to, I think it was 18 years on the board of directors. And so thanks to Mike McGinnis as well. Ketra, thank you for putting up with me through all of that. I'd like to congratulate the Hall of Fame, the class of 2023, all of you. You've done a great job to be here at this time. That's all I got. All right. Thank you all very much.
And now I'd like to formally introduce and give her an introduction that's so well-deserving. She's someone who's demonstrated a lot of patience with me as chairwoman of the Nevada Broadcasters Association, but even more than that, she's just an extraordinary leader. As chairwoman, Amie Chapman is keenly aware, probably more than anybody on the board, of the issues that both radio and television broadcasters face in an era of competing media voices. Her wisdom, encouragement, and steady hand have been invaluable to this association and to me personally. It gives me a great honor to introduce the chairwoman of the Nevada Broadcasters Association, the vice president and general manager of KRNV, Amie Chapman.
All right, he's earned his way back into my heart now that he forgot to introduce me, but that's all right. Hi, I'm Amie Chapman. I'm running the Sinclair stations in Reno. I've got an NBC, Fox affiliate, and then I'm the home of Nevada Sportsnet up in northern Nevada. So first of all, I'm thrilled to be back here at the Four Seasons. So thank you to the Four Seasons staff. Great food, beautiful venue. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And it's also great to have everyone here. Tonight we're celebrating excellence. We're celebrating excellence in our community, and we're celebrating excellence in broadcasting. And one of the things I can say as a general manager and someone who's running in the field is when people run out, we're running in. And whether that's reporters or it's during COVID and our people are coming in and we're entertaining, we are building value for our news stories and content. We're the fiber of the community and we connect each other. So I would like to say tonight we are honoring 36 individuals into the Hall of Fame. That's a big deal. 36 people have dedicated their careers. Yep, absolutely. So these people have dedicated their lifetimes, their career lifetimes, 20 years to our industry. And so for that, to all of them, I say thank you. Thank you for being part of what we do to serve our market. I mean, we are the fabric of the community. We connect our communities. So with that, I'm going to keep it short and sweet Congratulations to the Hall of Fame inductees, and I look forward to seeing you on the stage. Thank you.
Hi, my name's Katie Stray. I am a former Nevada Broadcaster Foundation scholar, and as you can see behind me, I'm covering breaking news. I'm living my dream as a broadcast journalist, and this is just one of the many things that I get to do now because of the education I got at UNLV and because of the mentorship I got at Nevada Broadcasters Foundation.
The Nevada Broadcasters Lifetime Achievement Award recognizes a lifelong dedication to Nevada's broadcasting industry.
Well, there are some stories that I've worked on for more than 40 years. There was a murder case that in my first week working for Channel 8, the first murder I ever saw. It took us 30-some years to finally get solution to that crime, but we followed it all the way.
I think George is one of the very rare quality journalists in the world because he is a classic, honest journalist.
I think George is really one of a kind. It's been honestly the best part of my career is working side by side with that guy.
I think it took me about 3 or 4 minutes reading his application before I hired him. He was very impressive 40 years ago as he is today.
Watching him on TV was a special experience.
I went to him to ask him about something, and he did one of these. I've got it right here. And amongst the stacks of boxes and paperwork in his office, he knew exactly where to go.
He's a great listener. Because he's such a great listener, he's probably one of the best storytellers we've ever had in journalism in this state.
George spent 2 years filtering through all of the stories about UFOs. He has this amazing recall of attaching bits and pieces of facts and seeing a pattern that he has been able to do that for 38 years.
You know, I saw George in Washington, D.C. at the hearings recently on UFOs, and I thought how long George has been on that story, and so I just had a smile on my face thinking how long it's taken him to get to the place that he is right now on something that he believed in and did a good thorough job of reporting on.
You know, the old expression, afflict the comfortable and comfort the afflicted, really embodies who George is. He is willing to speak out on issues that others are afraid to touch.
George is deserving of the Lifetime Achievement Award because of the fact that he is an amazingly thorough reporter.
I can't think of anybody in the industry, in his profession, who has a better reputation.
When you meet him, he talks to you, he pays attention to you, he listens to you.
He's a tenacious pursuer of truth, and I think he has had as much impact, more impact than many, many journalists in our time.
Well, George, congratulations. I'm sure you're super excited to have all this attention heaped upon you. You deserve it, every bit of it, and I'm looking forward to at least a few more years of working with you.
George, congratulations on the Lifetime Achievement Award. I just wish that this Bombay Sapphire had a jalapeno in it and was twice as big. I'd share it with you.
If anybody deserves this award, it is you. You're a fabulous example to everybody for what the excellence in journalism can become.
Congratulations, George. There isn't anyone in the whole world that doesn't deserve this more than you.
I congratulate you on this Nevada Broadcasters recognition. I thank you for all that you've done. You are a treasure.
George, congratulations on what you've accomplished in the last 38 years, and look forward to what you're going to accomplish in the next 38 years.
You've been a fantastic writer, a great journalist, a keeper of truth. I congratulate you. Overdue. I appreciate you, and can't wait to see what you do next, pal.
George, congratulations. This is a great award for you, and it's great for our state. It just shows you and reminds people of all the things you've done so well for reporting in our state. And so I can't think of anyone more deserving than you, my good friend, George.